Hey sewing buddies, how are you guys doing on this lovely Sunday afternoon? Well, that's great. By the time you get this, it won't be Sunday. Anyway, we are here for another pattern review that you probably ain't gonna be able to find because I've had this pattern for a long time and it's out of print and it's old. What we're going to be doing is the Stretch and Sew by Ann Pearson, pattern number 1300S. It's a ladies one-piece swimsuit. So the reason why I chose to do a swimsuit like this is because my body is not set up for bikinis anymore. And there are certain parts of the body that need to be maintained before you go out in public in a swimming suit that I'm just not willing to spend the time on anymore. So this swimsuit is going to give me a little bit more fabric coverage on my body so that it's just put the swimsuit on and go. I mean, I'm still gonna shave my underarms, but anyway, I think we're getting too personal. Back to the swimsuit. This swimsuit comes in two versions. This version here has a little skirt that comes down in the front. This one does not. So the one that we're going to be doing, I believe, is this one. But the variation that I'm going to make is it's actually going to come down farther on the butt cheek. Because my butt cheeks don't need to be showing because my butt ain't cute. Okay? I'm going to just put it out there. It's not cute. I don't want to see it. And I don't want y'all to see it, okay? So I am going with this particular pattern, which is a 1967 pattern. I'm sure I either bought this on eBay or Etsy. It's hard to get vintage sewing patterns. They always are like the most expensive sewing patterns when I'm looking online to buy them. I wish that Simplicity would come back out with some of their vintage sewing patterns for swimsuits because they were so cute. And even when you like go to like stores or you shop online for a vintage swimsuit, they cost a lot. They are not cheap. You can get you a little bikini for $4.99 on Wish, okay? But it's gonna look like it was for $4.99. This is what we're doing. Grown folk swimsuit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making a swimsuit this late in the year because I'm actually going on vacation to Destin, Florida. My lovely aunt has never been to the beach before, never seen the ocean with her own two eyes, and she wanted to go. So I thought it would be a good idea, since my mom wanted to go on vacation and my aunt wanted to go on vacation, if I took them on vacation together so they could go off and be on their own and I could be left alone. But I'm gonna have my little cousin Brayden, and she's 16, and I don't know if she's gonna watch this video or not, but hopefully her phone will keep her entertained. She's a great 16-year-old, ain't nothing wrong with her. I just want to be left alone, and she's really cuddly, so I feel like I'm not gonna be left alone. But anyway, we're going to Destin in 3 weeks, so today was the day for me to get started on these swimsuits. That's not gonna happen because my grandma has got ribs waiting for me over at the house, so I'm just filming this while my makeup is cute because who knows when I'm going to put makeup on again. The fabric that I'm going to be doing the Ann Pearson pattern in is a scuba knit that I picked up from Joann Fabrics. It's kind of like this Polynesian tattoo print, black and white. Yeah, I'm pretty psyched about it. I've always wanted a 60s swimsuit, and this was on sale, and that's what I like. Now, I typically don't buy black fabric for any project because I don't wear black, but this is hard to pass up because Polynesian tattoos are kind of awesome. They're very, very unique, and I like that print. So that's what that's gonna be. Okay, y'all know when I get like this, when I'm sewing, I'm slap happy. I need to go get something to eat and lay down. So let me go on ahead and go over to my grandma's house, eat these ribs, eat these scalloped potatoes, drink this tea, and play phase 10. And then I'm going to come home. I'm going to finish up the current project that I'm working on, and then I'm going to get started on cutting out my swimsuits. So without further ado, here are my swimsuits. So here is my 1960s mod swimsuit. I absolutely love this swimsuit, with the exception of everything that went wrong with it. But that's my own fault because I waited until the last minute to do this swimsuit. So here's the story. I knew that I've been going on vacation ever since May of this year, but for some reason I like procrastinating. So, you know how stuff just sneaks up on you, like you know it's important, but it seems far way off? That's what happened with my vacation. Yeah. So it got down to the nitty gritty. I was working buku hours at the salon, and then it was time for the annual meeting. So I had to finish up my cactus dress, and I hadn't made this yet, and I just was not in the mood to sew whatsoever. So I had just chalked it up to, I guess I'm just gonna have to, you know, do what I said I didn't want to do and just wear one of my old swimsuits. And my mom and I were sitting there at the annual meeting, and she looked at me and she said, "Did you finish your swimsuit?" And I said, "Nope, I didn't even cut it out." She said, "Are you going to make your swimsuit?" And I said, "I don't know." Mind you, after the annual meeting was over, we were supposed to immediately leave Ohio to go to Nashville to pick up my aunt and my cousins so that we could drive to Florida. So my mom was in no rush. I was in no rush because I don't like highway driving during the daytime. So I thought to myself, I bet you I could bust out that swimsuit in like a couple of hours. So that's what I did. I came home from the annual meeting. I cut out the fabric. I sewed the fabric. I was done in 2 hours. And then we got on the road and went on down to Tennessee, and we was down there before 11 p.m. So, yeah, part of me says your girl is bad, and the other part of me is like, no, you're not. You're a loser. And I'll tell you why. So, I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video because it's been such a long time since I recorded the first part of this video, but the pattern itself was too small for me. It was like a 8, 10, 12 pattern, and I need like a size 18 pattern for a swimsuit to accommodate the upper half of my body. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is I thought that this black and white fabric was 4-way stretch. It's a 2-way stretch. Big problem. Number three, I told myself, go ahead and make the lining a black lining because we've never made a swimsuit before, so we don't know how this is going to wear on the body. Don't put that beige swimsuit lining on that swimsuit because we don't know if it'll show or not. And again, we're only doing this in 2 hours, so that we're not going to have time to like perfect it. Problem number three. Then problem number four, which I did not realize was going to be a problem until I started putting it together and I realized the fabric was 2-way, is it's actually short from here to here. So I was having a little wardrobe malfunction because it was too tight lengthwise. Yeah, so I tried to resize it. I resized it up to a size 16. I should have done it up to a size 18. And it fit small. You couldn't tell it was small, but you could see the lining from the outside of the outfit because I did not trim the seam allowance like I should have. If I had done this on a serger like I had planned to, it probably would have came out better. But again, hindsight's always 20/20. I knew better. I shouldn't have waited to the last minute, but I did. This is what I ended up with. I still liked it. I still love it. I'm going to make it again, okay? I can't find this fabric locally. I had to drive like 40 minutes away to find this fabric. I don't know if they still have it or not. I'm going to see because I do want to remake this pattern. I cannot reuse this particular fabric because I stretched it, okay? I used it when I was on vacation and I stretched it, and I just want to make a new one from scratch. So anyway, the things I loved about this swimsuit, I didn't have to worry about shaving. That was the whole thing. And it gave me a little booty pop. Y'all saw in the little video, I was looking good back here, and I like that. I also like the fact that my back was out a lot. So even though I resized the pattern and it took me forever to do that, I was supposed to do some little extra fancy stuff with it, but I didn't, because again, I did it in 2 hours. I am going to scrap that pattern and just buy the pattern again in the correct size. Because me and resizing, I'm just not good at it, and I don't want to be good at it. I want to buy the size pattern that I need and make it. How simple is that? Super simple. So this is not actually on the dress form, so I can't turn it around because she's naked on the back. But yeah, I absolutely love the fit of this pattern. It does have a bra cups in the front, and I did all of the stitching with a zigzag stitch. The thing that was the most unfortunate about this swimsuit wasn't that the lining is showing, wasn't that it was too small. It's very important when you're wearing knit fabrics very close to the body that you get your seams as flat as possible. And inside of this thigh, there is a bunch of fabric here in the seam, and it did give me a blister on the inside of my thigh from chafing. So I learned that lesson, because that boy was hurting. I was trying to get my bow derrick on the beach going, and I was just like, ah, ooh. But anyway, this is my 1960 swimsuit. I loved it. I'm going to repurchase the pattern again. I've seen plenty of them on eBay. I actually ordered another swimsuit pattern that's not like this, but I'm going to make it longer in the short area so that we have a little bit more coverage, a little bit more modesty. But I love this pattern. This is perfect for a beginner, especially if you've never worked with knits before and you want to try to get into stretch, jersey, knit, elastic spandex lycra fabric. This is perfect because there's not too many pieces. You don't have to fully line it if you don't want to. You can just line it in the crotch area and then add your bra cups. It's super, super simple. You got 2 pieces for the back and 4 pieces for the front. So you have 2 pieces here, 2 pieces here for your side, and then 2 pieces here. Now I've seen some patterns where it's only 4 pieces, so it's 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Or you can even get it all the way down to 2 pieces where it's just 1 piece cut on the fold in the front, 1 piece cut on the fold in the back. And then you can just lengthen your shorts accordingly. You need to start making your own swimsuits, people. That's all I'm saying. This is my quick sew, no, stretch and sew. This is my 1960s one-piece swimsuit with shorts pattern. I hope you enjoyed it.